Golf, an organized complexity by LPGA Tour coach John Lewellen. Recently, I was following one of my players at the Women's British Open at Royal Porthcawl in Wales, when I overheard a person describe a well-played golf shot as lovely. The ball landed and checked up 8 feet from the hole. She exclaimed, "What a lovely shot." And I responded to her, "Yes, it was." Upon further reflection, I thought what an excellent way to describe a golf shot. It was a beautiful thing to behold. I believe one of the main reasons we are attracted to watching great players play is found in their ability to take the complexity of the golf swing and synchronize it into a beautiful, harmonious movement. They make hitting the golf ball look effortless and simple. Quite lovely, as they say in the UK. Most beautiful things we observe in the world are complex systems that appear as something unified and whole. Consider a large oak tree, for instance. It is primarily made of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and minerals from the soil. But when we gaze at a large oak tree, we do not see these elements. We see the strength of its trunk, the expansiveness of its branches, and the glory of its leaves. Likewise, there is a lot that we don't see when we observe a lovely golf shot. I'm a golf swing nerd to the point of quoting chapter and verse of Homer Kelly's The Golfing Machine. Over the years, I've become adept at analyzing the causes and effects of a person's swing. So much so that elite players from all over the world seek me out to help them hit the ball better. Scientifically speaking, I've developed the skill of analyzing problems of simplicity, causation. Your club is doing this because you are doing that. But I've also learned through the years that there is more that goes into playing good golf beyond nailing P1 to P10. A second kind of scientific analysis needed is one that looks at problems in disorganized complexity. Here, we look at millions of bits of information to work out averages in order to predict future outcomes using probability. This has taken the form of the strokes gained data. We use this information to guide our practices and direct our course management. For instance, we are going to get more legitimate birdie opportunities from 130 and in because, on average, we hit the ball closer with these clubs compared to the clubs we use from 130 and out. In addition, we are typically going to have at the least 9 of these opportunities, 130 and in per round. So it makes sense to get good at 130 yards and in. Nevertheless, there is more to playing this game well than good mechanics and perfect practice plans. Therefore, what is needed is a third type of scientific analysis. Playing good golf consists in the coming together of a multitude of factors: golf club setup, swing mechanics, rhythm, mental and emotional aspects, physical fitness, diet, game planning, and so on. Playing golf is an organic process. It is organized complexity, consisting of numerous variables related through complex webs and pathways, feedback loops, and connections. As such, when we seek to improve at this game or maintain a certain level of play, we need to keep this in mind and take a holistic approach to analyzing the problems in this organized complexity. As a tour coach, this is what I find myself doing more times than not. The swing looks good enough and the player has practiced well, but there are more factors at play that we need to take into consideration. Did the bogeys coming down the stretch come from a swing flaw or a poor course management issue? Or did they not eat enough or hydrate properly before or during the round? And that is why they did not execute the shot well. We must remember, when we are dealing with living organisms, like the tree, there is more going on than meets the eye. The question then is, how do we manage the complexity that goes into playing golf well? My answer harkens back to my first article. By developing quality routines. Quality routines orient our mental and physical faculties for the task at hand, and especially when we are scattered and not so focused, they wash over us, helping us attend to what is needed in that moment. Also, routines keep us from going down rabbit holes and on wild goose chases. They keep us in the ballpark, providing a platform from which to make subtle adjustments to our game. Furthermore, they serve as a barometer of sorts, that is, avenues to self-awareness, affording us means through which to fine-tune our games from day to day and course to course. Finally, quality routines provide performance insight. The continuous feedback from our routines helps us manage all the complex aspects that go into playing good golf.